Make sure that them lips is.
That's the least you can do. I hear you.
Yeah.
You still ain't gotta say, "Let me lube up your lips."
Let me lube you up right now.
Ooh. I'm gonna figure it out. You gotta be, as black people, you gotta be resilient. That's why when black people start complaining about dumb stuff that I know we can get through, it's always weird to me. We always gonna find a way, no matter what it is.
We have to.
We gonna find a way. I
Whether
knew
we
I wasn't
want
tripping.
to.
Every time you was moving, you was knocking. That's why I was like, "What is that noise?" You said it was a fan. No, it was you.
No, I thought you were talking about the door.
Nah, I heard knocking, and that was you. See, that was you.
I just need my mic to come down like this, like I'm in a like I'm
there
about
you
to be a
go.
rap.
Off your
What is that?
Tyler
A
Perry
battle
shit.
rapper? Yeah, like Tyler Perry, how you get the hook it in your hair? Be like a battle rapper. Have my mic like this.
Yeah, have your mic. My mic check. What? How'd it go?
My mic sound nice.
All right, so Kirk Franklin recently shared with his fans on YouTube that he has finally found his birth father at the age of 53. The emotional reunion was captured in a documentary titled Father's Day, which showcased the first meeting between Franklin and his father. It was a moment filled with both joy and vulnerability, as Herbert admitted to never knowing about Franklin existing, having been just 14 and 15 years old when Franklin was born. Is that
Oh yeah, because his mother made
traumatic?
it seem like it was somebody else, and he didn't like the dude or whatever. So he went on the man's deathbed basically to like be like, "I forgive you," yada yada yada. All to find out that the person that he did not like and he had hate for in his heart was never his father.
That's traumatic, though. Even at 53, if I'm Kirk, I'm still. I caught a.
Anybody
I kind of.
has.
I kind of caught a glimpse of the documentary. I saw the clip that they posted, and it was even a struggle for Kirk to find the proper way to hug his father.
I mean, anybody has that. That's like, okay, I'm not gonna say anybody. Like me, for instance, my sperm donor wasn't a big part of my life for reasons of me not bonding with him or liking him, whatever. It's not like he didn't try certain things. I just wasn't with it. So we never had that type of relationship where a girl's, first love should be her father. The daddy's girl type thing. I got that from my grandfather. So that was basically my father. So there is always that feeling that I have. Like if I had my father, what type of situations would I be in, or how things would be, or how would I have dealt with certain situations or deal with situations if my father was a part of my life. So, I mean,
All right,
I'm
let's.
quite sure he feels empty at some point when it comes to that.
Any such possibility, I would pursue the truth of it.
What is going on?
What's a clip from it? Just him showing the dude uh, evidence that he is his father, and right now he looked at it.
He took a DNA test and the mother
Yeah.
said, "No, that ain't real. That's a lie. I don't know this man, whatever." And so, Kirk took one.
Here's the emotional part. I kind of felt the pain a little bit. Bear with us, y'all. We're gonna get to the part I felt like was very emotional.
Because I can tell you, had I been aware of any such possibility, I would have pursued the truth of it. Is there something involved you didn't know? also, hey,
But here's the thing, right? How do you forgive your mother? Like, how do you forgive your mother for manipulating you into believing that one guy was your father? Meanwhile, you got someone who's living in probably the way they position it is that he was living in a neighborhood where he had a studio or where Kirk Franklin worked at. That's close, and you go. Just think, Kirk been doing music for decades after decades after decades, so he's probably been working in this area for at least 30
And the
years.
crazy part is the dude that wasn't his father decided to come around more once he found out that he was Kirk Franklin. Like once he got big, he all of a sudden wanted to come around and be around. Like, and to find out that's not even your father. It's crazy.
I don't know, man. I
Well, the biggest
if
question is how do you feel with the situation? Because your father's not a part of your life. Like, do
yeah,
you ever feel like you have a empty void that sits in you where if your father was a part of your life in a positive way, that
no, because
things could have been.
I kind of lost that feeling when I got arrested. So I at that point when I couldn't even get him to show up for that situation where I needed the support of my father, and all he could do was talk to me over the phone. I lost all hope that I would ever have um, any sort of involvement because that narcissistic behavior that he has, if you didn't fall in line with what he wanted you to do and what he believed in, you wasn't a part of his circle. So at 17, 16, 17, I knew that I was going to have to spend the rest of my life learning from other people how to be a man and how to be respectful you know, and then just becoming a father myself, just learning on the fly. I knew I wasn't going to ever have that opportunity to have that support from my dad or for him to even be around consistently. And then look, it's okay. I try not to. There's a lot of things I can use that happened in my life to say, okay, this is why I turned out this way. Like this is it. Like,
Oh
but
no, it's not to
but
put out there as like you need, like it's a pity party or you a blame or anything. It was just the thought of have you ever had that feeling where if things were on a positive, was positive and good, like that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it as now that we have children and it's a two-parent household and what we put into them, and especially like Alex and you, she's a daddy's girl, 1,000, 2 million, billion percent. And he'll play the little hard to get thing, but he's a girl dad, real life. Like that little girl can do wrong, but it ain't really doing wrong when it comes to him and when it comes to them. Like they're bicker, they fuss, they get into it, but that's their bond. Like it's hilarious. This household is hilarious. Um, but it's nothing like for a girl. I feel like to be able to have that relationship with your father, that bond, because again, that's supposed to be like your first love, to know what the love that you should receive from your father should be the love and respect for you to go out to search for in the proper spouse.
mm-hmm.
So that is the that's what I'm getting at with the situation. Like
Yeah,
I
well,
made
when you put it that way, yeah, I wish I had that positivity. I was looking at videos recently, right? And I think you could benefit from this too, where the mother was just sitting in the house with her child and literally just watching her father just simply something simple as cutting the grass and how much she enjoyed just him being around to do that. Now I don't want no one to cut my grass. I can do that myself, but it'd be nice every now and then to have my father to come and chill with his grandkids.
But that's what I'm saying, like the bond. Like I
But
think that's what I missed
that
out.
nigga's crazy.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying from a girl standpoint, I think that's where I missed out as having as when I was younger. Because when I was younger, I was off the hook. Like I was doing shit I shouldn't have been doing at 13, 14. But when you don't have, I had my grandfather. That was my grandfather. He was there with us, but it was a difference from my grandfather that's raising me versus if I had my actual father that had that the youth to be able to have the time for me to be with my father and chill, and if I want to have conversations about boys and different things and reflecting and that type of stuff. That's not what I had. Even when it came down to my mother. Yeah, my grandparents raised me. My mother was there, but it wasn't like she was there in a position of the do's, the don'ts type thing. It was more of, you know, this is what you should do as far as school. Don't bring me no bad grades. And whatever I wanted, be like, hey, let me get this. I need this, whatever. And that was that. And I feel like if I had a little bit more, I didn't have discipline. And I think that's where I fall short as to what, like my temper, the stuff I say, how I am about certain things, because I didn't have that actual strict like discipline, like respecting my elders and things of that nature. If it wasn't my grandmother and grandfather, who am I respecting? That's just what it was. So it's kind of like a, if I envy any situation or certain things, it's actually somebody who had a two-parent household, who had the mother and father who was there, who you participated in recitals and father daughter dances, different things of that nature. My childhood wasn't a, I had a great childhood when it came to being able to go outside, play, do stuff, be a kid. But when it came to actually that parental bond, I didn't have that. And I think that's why I go so hard for my kids. And when it comes to like the holidays and things of that nature, because my grandparents, I love to entertain and have people over and chill and do certain things because that's how things were with my grandparents. There wasn't a Thursday that they didn't have Bid Whist Day, and everybody from the neighborhood, whatever, came over. They played cards. The kids was in the child's place. Like you didn't sit with the adults. You went outside, did whatever. You was, you was a child. But I also had those moments where I wanted to be able to have that discipline. Like, don't do that. Like, absolutely not. Do not do that. But that's what I feel like my life fell short as far as the parental upbringing. Like, my grandparents, I feel like, did a great job with me. But to other people, it'd be like, nah, absolutely not. Because I find times where I've even told you, like, why did you want to be with me? Like, because if I say something or if I'm mad or I feel like it's a situation, I'm cutting, like, I'm going deep to the jugular. And it's just like, I'm having a genie mind moment, huh?
I also think, yeah, maybe no, no. Also think that's why family values are important because those are the things that you pass down from generation to generation. Like when you're being raised by good, strong-minded people, that that circulates. So why me and you maybe fell short as it relates to our parents, there was values that we picked up from, for me, my grandmother, and for you, your grandparents, and to a degree your aunt, and to a degree your mom, that you can't, you just need to be thankful for, because it could have been worse.
Oh, yeah, most
Like I
definitely.
was thinking, I was telling my uncle the other day, and just me joking, I'm blessed that I turned out the way that I am, because if I had to be raised in a household with my Junebug mother and my crazy ass father, who knows how it would have turned out? You know, I mean, I look at my sisters. You know, all of them are college graduates. You feel me?
But your sister though?
But yeah, don't cry. I'm did my cry. I don't want to cry no more.
It just sucks.
Yeah, it sucks that the streets kind of
I know why. Like my biggest thing is that I feel like in this relationship I don't have in-laws, but it still
yeah, because
sucks because that's
in the
still your
beginning
family.
in the begin and I
No
think
matter how I feel,
over
my
the
part is to always support you because that is still your family. And it sucks that no matter how hard you've tried because of me saying, babe, you should do this, you should try this, whatever, because y'all are not family oriented when it comes to your mother's side. Y'all are not family oriented when it comes to your grandmother's side. The blessing is that your sisters that are on your father's side, they were raised by grandparents who made family a priority. So that's why they so close knit, and that's why when situations come up, holidays or different things, I'm like, we should do this, we should try that. And sometimes I do get in my feelings when you be standoffish about situations because it's like, why don't you want to keep that bond? Or why don't you feel like that should be a priority when it comes to situations like that? Because we have kids. And you may say, well, I don't have to. You make time for, like I always say, who and what you want to make time for. So if you really wanted to make time for your kids to have a better bond, or for you to have a better bond, with your siblings and stuff, you would. But I feel like that's a traumatic thing for you. So it's like, why even revisit the situation?
hmm but it also takes more than just one person to kind of build those relationships. I can't do it by myself. I think I spent the last few days racking my brain like, where did it go wrong for Joy? Because I remember Carl's first birthday, I went and got Joy, and Joy was at that party, and yeah, she was smoking a little bit, but she was in good spirits. She was proud to be a mom. You know, she was doing the best she could for her son. You know, and then it's just like the world just dropped from under her. And we're not gonna document all the bad stuff that happened over the last decade, but there were a lot of times that I saw her in a lot of tough situations, and I did my best to try to help her when I could. And you know, I never thought this day would come, and it, and this is how it would end. So I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. All right, let's move on. Whew. All right, so we got an update for
Yeah,
riding for your kids. I'm not about to stop to wipe no tears away.
I.
You better wipe your tears on camera. You don't want to keep crying 2 weeks in a row and shit. They used to seeing you in tears and shit.
All the
Yeah,
disrespect
disrespectful.
is real.
All right, so last week we talked about. I mean, we keep getting updates 3 weeks in a row about what's it, Sade?
Her attorney must have said something, got her
Yeah,
punking down, because
she
I
had
wouldn't back
to.
down.
She said, "Hey everyone, although I do appreciate everyone's concern, as a mother, I must also ensure the safety of all the individuals involved. I apologize for the materials containing minors that were posted to my account on September 11th.
Man.
While I don't condone bullying of anyone in any regard, I will no longer be making any further statements, answering questions, or making any posts regarding this pending legal matter. I ask we let the justice system handle this case. My lawyers will take everything from here. Thank you so much for your support." I'll be honest with you. When I started seeing the videos of her posted minors, I knew that was already wrong. I knew that wasn't right. I just also believe that we live in an age that minors that do dumb shit don't deserve the respect that these laws provide to them.
They came to her house.
Because at the end of the day, if that child had been murdered because they beat
came to
that
her
child
house.
up, they invaded her space and they entered her domain and her safe space. So those all rules are off when you do something like that.
They came to her house.
And
then that means that all the places,
we need
stores, whatever, that post pictures of people that be stealing in and the kids and the pictures.
The Supreme Court got so much time to worry about things that we as humans should make our decisions on. But they really do need to sit down and revise these laws that protect these juveniles that do crimes and do harm in their community. Because the fact that that child that ran down that retired police officer said, "I'll be out of jail in a day," after he committed a murder, should tell you everything you need to know that the laws that protect these juveniles need to be changed. I don't care if you 8. If you out here committing these dumbass crimes that adults commit and they do 30 to 40 years for, your little butt shouldn't have no opportunity to be what they claim that you should what they claim where they can rehabilitate you. Rehabilitate yourself after you do your 25 years in jail for committing a crime. You don't get to do no 6 years, maybe till you become adult.
And then they revise and see if you need to be sent over to.
No, you did the crime, you do the time.
From a juvenile detention to an actual prison.
Yeah, but hopefully these dodos that did that are handled accordingly. All right, so we also got to make sure we talk. I thought when it came out that Desiigner would have to register for a sex offender because he was beating his dinkaling on the plane. His dinkaling.
Okay, long as you know what you said.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. I thought that was a little too much because he didn't mess with anybody. So it came out last week that he will not have to register as a sex offender. So good for him. He can go out and still do panda.
While beating his
panda. All right, boo.
Oh my goodness. Ain't no way.
Mm-hmm. Ain't no way, boo.
Hey, you know that you stole money out of my account? That was money for my kid, heart surgery?
Why are you recording me right now? Like, you trying to...
Don't worry about why I'm recording you. I'm worried about what my money is.
Like, I begged you to take me to that concert. Why wouldn't you take me to the concert?
Because the concert is the least of my worries right now.
I don't care about that. Like,
my kid heart surgery is what I'm worried about right now.
Look, like,
and for you to take my money out of my account just to go to some Beyonce concert, you done lost your mind.
I don't care.
I don't care what you don't care about.
Voice like right now.
Oh, you my money.
Ask your baby mom.
She ain't got nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. Go find me, mom.
So, homeboy, he had money saved up for his daughter who needs a heart transplant surgery. His girlfriend takes the money and buys Beyonce tickets.
She got beat upside the head.
Baby.
She'd have got boo-bop. You can't explain that.
Disrespect for her to say, I don't care. Then to tell him to reach out to his baby mother for the money. Bitch, that wasn't your money to begin with. And when you asked me about the concert and I told you no because I could not afford it, for you to say that I can afford it because I got money sitting for my child. Hey, the Beyonce concert would have been the last thing she'd ever saw. What?
Yeah.
Would have been the last thing she would have ever saw. That's a wrap. Ain't no relationship, anything. I'm taking her to court. She being sued, all types of press charges, everything. Because my child needs, I don't care if his daughter needed a dag on braces, whatever. It was still for his child. And for you to take from his child who actually needs a freaking heart transplant, this is her life. And you chose Beyonce over this little girl's life. You tripping. And I hope this story surfaces so Beyonce can be like.
I hope this story is real. Is it a possibility that the story could be cock sources and they just making a skit?
That's a horrible ass skit.
Because I feel like when you because in a way he was chastising his wife. And I feel like in those moments you are so upset that you don't have time. And I understand content over everything, but
it's probably he probably did it for proof to sue her.
Like I understand that, but like I feel like if my daughter needed heart surgery and I had saved a certain amount of money as a down payment, maybe I don't have time. I'm so furious. I don't have time to pick up the phone and record. I'm trying to figure out how we gonna get this money back, or I'm too angry and too furious to be holding a camera in her face and being able to record her, me scalding her about spending my money on a Beyonce ticket. I also would have been alerted that she took whatever that amount. It had to be a lot of money, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what type of heart surgery is he getting for $1,000 or a couple $100?
I don't. But who's to say that maybe his mother had her half, and that was his half,
or maybe that was the copay.
Yeah, who knows? But the thing is, him recording is actually proof for him to take her to court, and he could sue her.
I would hope. But I that's not true. I hope that video is fake. I hope she's just not that nonchalant about that, and this shit is fake news, because that's hurtful, dog. I wouldn't have no time. I'd be smacking the shit out of that bitch
with the phone,
right upside the head, just booping her ass. You did this, yeah, man. See what I'm saying? And we don't condone men putting their hand on women, but in this instance, she should have got bopped upside the head with that phone if she actually did that.
Why none of my stuff loading?
So Anthony Anderson is ordered to pay at least $20,000 in monthly spousal support to his ex-wife. That's crazy as hell.
But hold up,
it took them nearly 19 months after they split, for the second time, for his divorce with his ex-wife to be finalized.
But hold on, the kicker is he is to pay her $20,000 a month now in spousal support, but if his income increase
$2 million a year
and exceed $2 million, he got to pay her 20%
of the $2 million. Ooh, let's.
What?
Ooh,
baby, I'll be like, nah, I don't need that job. I'm good. Can it be paid under the table? Cause what? Man, but what is going on? Everybody's breaking up. Like,
Slim, that's
everybody's breaking up.
Yo, everybody's breaking up, but they been broke up.
No, but I'm saying like everything is coming like 2023. You know how they got for each year,
I'm not giving her $400,000
each month.
She's not getting $400,000. So my pay will never exceed $2 million. We're gonna work hard to make sure.
Look, that our
lifestyle stays below
99.
Yes, up into the penny.
No, I mean you go to 98 cents.
She not about to get them 400.
2 cents away. Don't add that 2 cents. Don't you add it.
Anthony Anderson, boy, I'm telling you. I know it's.
Oh, I wonder what his mother saying. Anthony.
Hey, look, I know I know it seems a little bit much to ask people for a prenup, but while we on the subject of the prenup,
Oh
right?
my God, Ochocinco. Ochocinco! My man said, I know what women feel like now.
You know
I know
what's
how
crazy?
they feel. Because he's now a house dad. And his wife, well, his girl, his fiance, I'm sorry,
I swear to
before
God.
they get married, they're supposed to get married next year.
First of all, I thought they were already married.
And she said he need to sign a prenup. He like, it's enough.
My man said he has enjoyed a life that allows him to be a stay-at-home dad and a gamer. And but that could also be fake news too, because Ochocinco ain't broke.
Ain't nobody say he was broke. It was just the point that he did on the podcast with Shannon, with Shay Shay. He
Yeah,
said,
they got a little show. I mean, not a little show. They got a show that they do called the After Hour. So basically, they get together.
he
and,
said
and
no. And Shannon said, if you came in with nothing, and this end, you need to leave with your nothing. so he said no. Now I know what these women feel like when they be asked to sign prenups.
I'm mad I can't find the video now.
Who?
The video of Shannon and Ochocinco talking about him making his fiance approaching him about the prenup.
You got it right here.
I do.
I ain't signing no prenup.
For real? Oh yeah, there we go, y'all.
We get married next year, right?
Right. That's what you told me.
Stay with me. Stay with me though.
Okay.
Had the nerve to bring me papers to sign a prenup.
Oh yeah. You supposed to. Oh yeah.
Hey, listen. I'm trying. I see what women. I see that feeling women have because this woman has provided me with the ability to be a stay-at-home dad.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got to do nothing but take care of the kids.
Yeah.
I get to play video games all day.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that feel like? You know, to have somebody, the roles are reversed now.
Yeah.
So now I see how women be feeling when they be like going crazy over dudes when dudes got money. Oh, I get it now. You get to chill and you ain't got to.
Ocho, I'm a guy, and that's what I tell my friends, and even what's the issue? Money.
Yes, sir.
I say sign a pre. They say, well, Shaw, why should I sign a prenup? I ain't got nothing. I say, because therefore, when you leave, you take all your nothing and not half of it. You see, because what happens in divorce, they take half the money and all the hoo-ha. That's not a fair trade-off to me, Ocho.
See, you hear what you just said? That's why I ain't signing nothing of money. Yes, sir.
I say,
that nigga gonna sign that prenup. All she got to do is say, if you want this kitty cat, you gonna sign this motherfucking prenup.
He just go find another kitty cat.
I'm be honest with you, man. Chad faking like I don't know what.
He's
Chad,
funny.
I honestly think Chad probably got more money than her, and if anything, he should be asking her ass to sign a prenup. Chad made investments. Chad claims to have been living frugal, and I believe he's been living frugal. This is the same dude who has a Maserati, and I ain't talking about the car. I'm talking about a Murata. I mean, a Mercury Murata. He got it. He probably put 20 to 30,000 in that Mercury Murata to get that car to where he got, maybe 40 at tops.
Wow.
And then he has one of those little small ass electric cars that he souped up. It's a tiny one. I remember when gas prices was like at $4, and he said, "Man, you know I can go to the gas station and fill this car with $13." He got the nerve to be talking that nigga
because he don't wear real.
life.
He said he don't wear real jewelry.
I don't believe that.
When he was on the field and stuff, he didn't wear real jewelry.
I don't believe none of that shit. But it's
I
certain
believe
things I believe about his frugal ass.
I believe that he on the field. Probably he didn't. And when he go out, he put his good shit on. That's just like him shopping. He went on a trip and he packed his bag and they was gone for a week. And he had 2 pairs of pants and 3 shirts. And he was like, when he get there, he'll buy probably another pair from like Old Navy or Zara or something. But he's gonna remix his outfits. But that's what dudes do. Because you know how you are. I be having to pack your stuff. Because if I leave it up to you.
I'm not going to represent her well. That's really what it's about. I am not going to represent her well.
My man dressed like he get dressed in the dark.
Oh. Oh. Oh, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't.
No.
Look at you now.
What's wrong with me now?
Ain't nothing blue in what you got on. You sitting with the blue hat. And you ain't even got it turned around to represent what is on it.
Represent. You're right. I do. I don't care.
That's the thing.
Listen, one thing I know is right. Like,
He gonna, if anything, he gonna make sure he got a fresh haircut weekly, and he smell good.
yeah,
Everything else,
fuck that shit. Fuck it. I have no value in materialistic things that I put on my body.
other than what goes on his feet.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I'm not paying $100 for a t-shirt.
but he'll spend $300 on a shoe.
Yes. My motto is I'm on my feet all the time, so I have to make sure I'm comfortable.
Oh man!
So Gymnastics
Ireland releases a statement
Ireland. Yeah, okay, go on.
after footage from a Met in 2022 shows staff skipping. A gymnast Met.
Oh no!
Ain't that what it is?
I swear to God, this is the second episode in a row where I make mistakes when it comes to verbiage, and you think you just about to just get, and you make sure you stop. You say what? You say what? You say what? No. We're gonna stop, and we're gonna stop and highlight the fact you said Met. Meat. Okay, ain't no Met meat. Ain't no tomato. What you talking about? Yeah, you talking about. Yeah, you better lay a motherfucker.
Oh man. Okay, skipping a black competitor during the award ceremony.
All right, read it again. How you gonna stop, go? Let me do this right. Gymnastics in Ireland releases.
Where's the say in?
I added it. He released a statement after footage from a meet in 2022 shows staff skipping a black competitor during the award ceremony. So somebody said, I would love to see Simone Biles reach out to this girl if she's able. And then she said the question, when this video was circulating, her parents reached out. It broke my heart to see, so I sent her a little video. There's no room for racism in any sport or at all. Well, it might not be no room, but they sure do they sure do find every opportunity to insert racism into everything. I had that happen to me this week. And so people be out of sight, out of mind. Folks don't read the room. They just be doing shit. But sometimes when you're just doing shit and you don't really stop and think about what you're doing, that shows what your character is. And for me, when you show me who you are, I believe it. There's no going against it. When you finally show me exactly who you are, I'm going to believe it. At work this week, there was a lady that I had been dealing with since COVID. This old ass lady was a goddamn asshole. I do security. So in every situation when it's dealing with a black person, I feel like the energy that they want me to provide to these situations are way more egregious than when there's a white person or, in their case, a Latino person. Well, you got to listen to your kids because they'll tell you that they're doing shit they ain't got no business. Goddamn kids. But yeah, man, she just was acting out of pocket and got real disrespectful. And I felt like if any black person that came down to that security podium and approached me in the way that in the manner that she did, they'd have got housed up out that bitch.
If they was black.
If they was black, oh boy, it wouldn't gave they wouldn't have gave nothing. And for me to tell me, because she is a regular guest, that she is gonna be a corporate nightmare, dude, I don't care about none of that shit.
Respect me, my personal space, and what I'm here for. I understand
we live in an age where there needs to always be video proof of things when things happen that are egregious. But in my case, there was video evidence to prove all of this. That old and I promise you, she better stop acting that way, because we live in an age there where there's a lot of people that were raised like that, are raised by the streets. They don't give two shits about her ass. And if she try to get smart with them, she can call a senator, she can call a mayor, she can call a president. But in that moment when she getting punched in the face, ain't none of them gonna be able to help her.
He ain't called me till after the fact.
So she lucky I respect my elders.
Cause I'd have been the one.
Cause but also I just think racism is one of those things we ain't gonna never be able to avoid.
No, but it sucks when it comes to a child. Like those other kids was looking like, why she ain't got one? Like they realized was looking like, what's going on here? What's happening? And for the simple fact of it being that is a common, regular thing that happens over there, it sucks. It truly sucks. And that lady, literally, you can't say that was an oversight, because you literally looked at her and was looking back and forth, and then this went to the next person. Even the cameraman skipped over. Like, yeah, it's not cool. Not cool at all. For an adult, we know how to handle situations and deal with things. But for kids, they don't understand that. But they shouldn't have to understand that. They should be able to be kids and be able to be friends and do things and navigate how they should navigate as children. And when you instill racism in your kids, that's where the bigger problem happens, because you're going to run into some kids like mine with you being racist and disrespectful. They're going to check your ass.
Yeah. I kind of don't want to talk about that creature that lady took a picture of, because I can't really, I don't know how to describe it to the audience.
Like, the thing is, what would you do if your dog has been barking?
That's like, remember, that's like Kevin Hart saying he looked out his back porch and saw the possum say bang bang. It's just like, you just see weird shit all the time. But I don't think, whatever that creature was, I don't think we would ever see that now. That seemed like.
But it's another thing over there too. You see the other set of eyes?
Yeah. Oh.
It's like,
I didn't see that.
When it comes to your kids, your animals, you know, they have signs. Like, they know of stuff that's happening, about to happen. Like, they feel stuff. So it's like, when you ignore your pets and things and stuff happen, it's this post where this crazy, the dog had been going off for like days. Mm-hmm. And they're like, what is wrong? Why he keep going off? Mm-hmm. So they just decided to be downstairs to see why the dog be going off. And when the dog started going off, they turned to the door. The door is a glass pane door. And it's this crazy ass looking dag. I don't know what it is. It looks like a mixture of a meerkat. It's crazy looking. It looks like a mask for real. But it's another set of eyes that's behind it too. So it's like part of your pack. But it's like they've been preying on that daggone dog, waiting for the day for you to release it. Like the gators. Now randomly it's a bunch of gators in Florida that's going wild and eating people, like having bodies and stuff. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
It's a lot going on in the world.
All right, so now we know that yesterday or the day before, Chrisean Rock was trending after she was photoed in Walmart with her baby basically dangled over. Well, the mom was not too happy about that.
Blueface mom.
She went off. She called that girl all types of names.
First off, why did you go to Walmart with the dog too? The dog could have stayed home. What did you need to take the dog for?
I don't want to call her a little slow, but
slow.
She do seem a little slow.
She is.
You know, she seemed a little slow, and then she condoning that bad behavior. But also,
she is. All she said was that the girl could have helped her or whatever. But still. And then you said, Blue, you told him you need to go to the store.
It folded over, and he doing a back bend like he in the goddamn gymnastics already. I don't like none of them.
This is Blueface mom.
Callie's first baby daddy, a husband, none of them raggedy. They couldn't even lift up more weights than me. I don't know why my kids out here running around with these goddamn weirdo no. Then I'm the problem. I'm not the problem. If I dated somebody that was not a red, I could afford to do it. You know why? Because I could get out here and make that something. No, y'all over here just letting them walk around in Walmart. Who the is walking around Walmart? You
Don't come from Wally World.
Walmart. You don't walk around Walmart. Other people who write on themselves is at the Walmart. I'm not got my baby and going in a fucking Walmart. You go in there. I'll wait for you outside. What was wrong with the Stater Brothers or the Target? Who write on themselves wasn't gonna be in there and pull out the camera and make you look stupid. Then Target gonna walk up to you and say, "Oh, ma'am, your baby's leaning over. You might want to lean her back over." No, you in there where the pulling out the goddamn phones to destroy your whole image and your whole life. I'm not going to Walmart when Target is right down the road. It's different sets of people. Why are you going over there with them people? You know they about to pull out.
She ain't lying. She ain't lying. I ain't mad at Blueface mom. Cause while she dogged him in the beginning, while she dogged the baby mother in the beginning, I also believe there's certain behaviors that happen in Walmart that just don't happen in Target.
That is true.
From a financial standpoint,
that is
Target
true.
is not as low cost as Walmart. So I don't understand your rich ass.
Target isn't a let me run ahead and just get this.
No one's running in Target and just getting anything.
Walmart is let me run ahead and just get this.
So you may run into the most hooga booga person in everybody nowadays is looking for a reason to pull out a phone for clickbait. They looking for it. They looking for a reason to get views, content over everything. I do agree with Chrisean, where I believe that the person who took the video should have said, "Let me help you. You look like you're struggling." That don't exist anymore, girl. So why would you expect that? People don't got hospitality no more. Folks are looking for every reason to laugh at your downfall. And at that moment, your baby's head was falling down.
But how did she not see that though? Like, what was your focus? Because she was like, I had 2 carts full of groceries or 2 carts full of stuff. But why did you need the dog?
Yeah.
Why did you need the dog? And also, you got that baby in the thing. The weight. I know the weight. You felt that baby leaning.
This nigga sick. This nigga mother funny as shit. So Blueface say, but why she gotta blame me? The fuck I got to do with anything? She's like, she decided to go to Walmart. I'm minding my business. That one, she literally wanted to be a single mom. For heaven's sake, the baby name is Chrisean Jr. Don't even got my last name or none. I'm gonna read this shit exactly the way he writing it. I'm struggling, but I'm gonna read it word for word. My last tweet had none to do with Walmart video. My last tweet was about the apology and nice things she said about me on live as far as the Walmart video. Hey, man, she got do me and I can't micromanage her and the baby. Y'all said I was doing too much, so I backed off. She gonna be okay. I know she going through some and huh?
Hold on, let me pull it up.
And it's not easy. No hood harder than parenthood. True. So I'm not going to be mean to her no more because her mental state determines how my son day goes. Let's just encourage her to be more accountable and responsible this time around. Come on, Rock. We got this. I'm here. No more victim games, Rock. They not going to respect that no more. This is exactly what you want. The only victim is Chrisean Jr. because you really playing a game for real at this point. I notice whenever she is in the hot seat about a bad decision, she blame me for some reason, even if I'm not there. Like if I were to be honest, why you take the dog to Walmart anyway, shopping for your house with your newborn dog added extra to your plate for nothing. Her newborn dog, her newborn dog. Now I see what you be saying when I just be writing shit and don't be reading. This shit sound crazy. I had to say what? like this nigga was speaking a foreign language. Yeah, I'm not about to play her fucking. I'm not about to play her saying what. Yeah, the girl could have helped you, but baby girl,
you could have helped yourself to begin with.
You could have left that goddamn dog in the cage.
But you picking up an order from customer service, right? So therefore, they shop for you. Why you just ain't have it delivered? You do have the baby. If in fact that Blueface was not available to watch the child, or whoever is with you, because she's back here in Baltimore area or whatever, apparently.
Because she's been popping up at
your family,
the pastor who owns that dealership off of Branch Avenue.
So your family or whatever that's here, they couldn't watch the baby while you went to Walmart, or they couldn't go to Walmart to pick up the stuff. Like, it's some things that you could avoid it. Yes, she's a first time mom. That's just like her in the studio with the baby. Mm-hmm. You saw that? Mm-mm. She in the studio with the baby, and people saying stuff. She was like, he got on headphones, but still. Why did you feel the need for him to be in the studio already? Like,
and why did you feel the need to like, if you already know how harsh the internet is, don't give them the material to be even hard. Don't give them the material.
My man ain't even had his 6 week shot checkup, none of that stuff yet.
When she left the
and
house,
COVID is back out being real right now. So
when she left the house, right, and she looked in the mirror. Mm-hmm. She didn't use her mind and say how crazy this would look if I was to go inside this store like this. She didn't think that she was just doing too much.
She loaded up the baby and the dog. Because you put the harness and stuff on the dog. So you got the dog ready too. The dog could have set his ass in the cage in the house.
Or set his ass in the cage in the car. And you left the windows down. Or left his ass in the car and rolled the windows down.
But you could have left his ass at home.
Yeah, but if she might be using that dog as an emotional support dog.
Well, then you should have left the kid at home and took the dog.
Well, clearly, the way Blueface is saying that she can't leave the kid at home because she wants to be a single mom. So that posed my question is, what do you think about the parents that want to be a single mom and don't want no part of the baby daddy?
They want to be a single mom, so they got to do it. Then when they got to do it, then it's all of a sudden you want to go and the dad need to do this, the dad need to do that. But I don't think you should hold nobody accountable if they already told you they didn't want no kid with you, or they wanted nothing to do with you and the kid if you kept it. So that's the problem right there. You have people who feel like, once I get pregnant, it's going to keep being pregnant and having a kid don't keep no goddamn body. It don't. And the sad part of the situation is the women end up being the ones stuck with the damn kid because the man go up and go and do his own damn thing. Come back when he want, do what he want, participate when he want. But as soon as a woman say, I don't want nothing to do with the child, and they leave it, she's considered unfit. But if she already know in her mind and her heart she cannot take care of this child and she can't do it alone, why isn't the best thing for her to give the child up for adoption? Why isn't the best thing for her to go, and instead of aborting it, I mean, the child can come into the world and somebody else can take care of it, but does that mean that she was unfit or she should be ridiculed or bashed because she couldn't do it when a man do it every day? That's the biggest part. But she real live wanted to have this baby and said she was going to do all this. So don't go to Blue. Just like she changed the baby name. Because Blue got kids, but he don't have no junior.
She got to get it by herself. That's what the song says. She's so alone. Have you ever felt alone in Walmart with your dog and your baby? Yes, I felt alone. Yeah. No?
She giving real life client.
I think.
She's giving real life client.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is social media and everything is her life.
Lonely.
And
lonely. I'm just so lonely. I don't have nobody on my own.
I feel sorry for that baby.
I do too. That baby gonna grow up a little off the rocks.
So, the craziest thing that's been going on in Cleveland.
That's crazy.
Why? Like,
I'm saying that's crazy.
In a month?
Them kids is missing on their own.
In a month.
I just was telling you about man, look.
In a month. That is 45 kids.
Yeah, but I also know when I used to make frequent visits to the juvenile division, how often they run away from their group homes because they, me. When this Joyce situation happened, right, it just got me to thinking about just conversations I had with my sister Melissa about when they were in foster care and how they were being physically and mentally abused. And sometimes these foster group homes that they are put in are not the most adequate situation, so they will prefer to be on the run. And sometimes the only way they will get caught is if they commit a crime or they do something they ain't got no business to survive. So, me knowing what I know, they only miss them because they want to be missing.
But it's 45.
I understand that,
month.
but it's more than that we will never know
right,
about.
But I'm just saying, if
it's 45 in Cleveland
in a month,
just imagine how many it is in DC. I promise you, it doubles and triples.
And like the human trafficking is real. Like it's just beyond. Like that is.
Yeah. So I mean we're not trying to gloss over that, but I just also
that's what happens when you don't have, or in the areas where parents. I say, but not even that, when they don't have no more the mentorship programs, the big sister, little brother, you get what I'm saying? Big brother, little sister types of programs and all those things. It's like the resources are no longer there, and it's just hurting the youth now. It's really hurting the youth. And it's sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
Check on your kids. Talk to your kids. Like, man.
So what are we talking about when it comes to being peer pressure to marriage? You put that topic there. I did.
Mm-hmm.
So where you get that topic from?
Because when it came to when you talking about the prenup, when I read that,
you got it from yourself.
But I thought about it.
Yeah, you did.
I thought about it because I was like,
oh no, we're not gonna gloss over that. My wife, who I love dearly.
No, you don't, because you about to make a statement that's gonna feel like
we've been married,
being held hostage.
No, shut up. You're not gonna let me get my shit out. We've been married now in 2 weeks for 9 years, right? But we've been together forever. 2 years prior to me proposing to her, right? She started like making like little snarky remarks about like it's time, right? And I kept telling her like I was doing what most men probably still doing now. They're like, man, I want to have my finances together. I need to make sure everything's straight with your credit because when we get married, your credit becomes my credit. And I found that out real fast. But anyway, she then uses her grandparents against me. She's like, well, oh my God, who knows?
Why are you talking like that? Why are you talking like that?
You know, God might come. You know, my grandmother. What? You know, her health ain't doing good, so she peer pressure me.
How long? So the biggest question is how long? If you're in a relationship, it's too long for you to be in a relationship to not have at least, if marriage is your goal, that's the one thing. If marriage is not your goal, by all means. But if marriage is your goal and you're with someone and you've been with them forever, how long do you wait before you are proposed to? Then on top of that, how long do you go before you are married? Like, those are some standards that should be communicated within a relationship. We started young, so that was never a focus until we ended up. Me. You know what? Why? See how this about to go, Mr. Johnson. Don't touch me. We see how this about to go, because for you to say that I peer pressured you, how long? My thing is, we have been together. You never thought of that even being a thought process to get married. Don't want to see this shit because you about to blow me. You about to make me.
We don't even get that no more on the podcast. So we so in love right now, it don't make sense.
Are we?
Anyway, she peer pressured me into marriage. Psych nah though, but no, ain't no psych nah. She did.
It was a no psych nah. Straight so up. If I wouldn't have never said anything,
I have been thinking about it, so it would. But you wasn't about to let it happen on my time.
But if it was to be on your time, how long would it have been?
20, 18, 17, 16. So we got married in 2014, right? Mm-hmm. I was trying to get married in 2016.
Were you?
Yes. You told me. No, we were supposed to get married in 2015. You told me, well, I think we should do it now because my grandmama is sick, and you know, I want her to be at my wedding.
But when was your plan to propose? You got in your feelings because I went on a girls' trip.
Why are you pointing your finger?
Because I don't even think that was actually, because before I went on a girls' trip, you gave me a promise ring.
I promised to marry you by 2015.
No, you did not say no dates, no none of that. You gave me a promise ring. Because we wasn't even like really on the best of terms and stuff. And I had just had Carl or whatever. And I dipped and went to Miami.
You heard her. Y'all heard her.
I went to Miami.
You heard her.
What?
I'm just making sure they heard you.
What?
I'm just making sure they heard you.
Heard me what?
Say what you just said.
That I dipped and went to Miami?
Yeah, say it again.
I was on the pole like King of Diamonds. Hey! We had a great time. But when I got back...
Why you keep pointing at me?
When I got back, he was outside of the car. And then he opened the door. But he stood there for a while. Then he got in the car. And I was like, this is strange. Like, what's going on here? So then he proposes. But he tells me what his plan was, but he backed out. So, my thing is, for you to propose, what made you do it at that moment?
God. God did.
But if God did, why you ain't go through with your original plan?
Because I got scared.
So then that means that it wasn't genuine for you to do it at the moment.
No, that's not true, because I had already had a conversation with your grandparents about me proposing to you. I literally went and talked to them and said, like, man, you know, she was like, you should have been did it. Y'all been doing it. I'm like, okay, whatever. All right, it's about to happen is what I said. And that's how it went. My whole plan was to get out of the car when she walked out to be sitting on one knee. Then I got out of the car and looked at all those people, and I felt like their eyes was on me before they even knew what I was about to do. And I got scared and backed out. Straight up. What?
I'ma keep them bitches mad as shit.
Ooh, she keep them bitches mad as shit. See? She with that shit. Let's go.
Let's go where?
We moving away.
Okay, because I know you ain't about to play that.
No, we ain't about to play the dumb shit.
I know you ain't about to play that. So what you got going on?
Oh, about Lizzo seeming aggressive.
And I'm going to put on and represent and create safe spaces for black, fat women because that's what the fuck I do.
What the fuck I do
Did that seem a little aggressive and
for
scary?
black, fat women?
No,
Why
she said fat, black bitches.
But why do they have to be black? Why they just can't be?
Because she's a racist.
Man, whatever. Because that's what the fuck I do. Well,
that's what she do.
That's the fuck she gonna be paying for.
Didn't that seem a little aggressive?
She wanted y'all to know.
She wanted us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
To know that that's what she do. So everything we hearing is fake news, and it is what it is, and she's gonna continue to do what she do, and those that agree, that apparently was those that were behind her, will continue to support. At this point, I'm over her fat ass, so it don't matter.
Well, we have come to the end.
Because, I mean, it's just is what it is. It's nothing you can do or say in a situation when, everybody's going to start trickling in their input, or, people going to start coming out just like with the Me Too stuff. So one person say something, then everybody going to start coming in, they're going to get comfortable, and then everybody going to say what they need to say to bash and do all the stuff, and it's just going to keep giving her the attention that she wants. It's just what it is. I'm really over it. Because, I mean, when she over that, how do you feel?
She scares me. I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
See how aggressive she was? Like, if I see her coming, I'm running.
Why?
Cause she just seemed angry.
She might hit you with a kale chip.
I don't know what she gonna hit me with. I know she's not vegetarian.
Huh? She's not vegetarian.
Is she vegetarian?
I don't know what she's supposed to be.
Oh, okay. She's
supposed to be vegetarian?
Her mouth might tell her to eat strawberries off of cake too.
Like my sister.
Man, thank you.
What does that have to do with anything? Like,
I'm about to get off of this. I don't care anymore. Let her do her. It just was in the news, so I just thought I'd say it. When I posted, I didn't care.
No, we just gonna leave her where she at.
Yeah, leave it there.
My fat ass ain't about to support that. She ain't about to get this fat black bitch to give two shits.
Thank you for listening and watching episode 122 of the podcast with the wife. MTMJ podcast with the wife.
Don't run a man.
We appreciate you for watching and listening. Make sure you subscribe. Apple Podcasts and Spotify allows you to follow this podcast. So that way when you follow, you get notifications that a new episode is dropped. We drop weekly. Make sure you rate and review the podcast.
Like, share, comments. And next week I ain't gonna be crying. We gonna keep getting this crying shit.
Yeah, y'all getting A1 content.
I ain't
This
gonna keep
has been
crying
another
right
episode
now.
of the podcast. Peace.